When a man begins to develop deep feelings for someone, his behavior can sometimes take an unexpected turn. Instead of drawing closer, he might act distant, leaving you confused, questioning what went wrong, and even doubting yourself. But what if that distance isn't rejection? What if it's a reflection of how deeply he truly cares? The truth is, falling in love can be an overwhelming experience for men. It stirs emotions they might not fully understand or feel prepared to handle. This dynamic is far more common than you might think, and it's deeply rooted in male psychology. Understanding this behavior can help you see past the surface, recognize his true feelings, and approach these moments with empathy and confidence. Today, let's explore 10 profound psychological reasons why men pull away just as they're falling for you. By the end of this video, you'll not only have clarity, but also a deeper understanding of how to navigate these emotional shifts. 1. Fear of vulnerability. When a man starts developing strong feelings, it often triggers a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. Vulnerability requires opening up, exposing his deepest emotions, and risking being hurt. For many men, this level of emotional exposure feels unsettling, especially if they've been hurt or betrayed in the past. Rather than face this fear head-on, he might retreat emotionally, creating a protective barrier around himself. This isn't about a lack of interest, but rather about safeguarding his heart while navigating unfamiliar emotional territory. Culturally, men are often conditioned to equate vulnerability with weakness. Falling in love challenges this mindset, leading to an internal conflict. He wants to be close to you, but feels the need to protect his emotional safety. This tension often manifests in contradictory behavior, moments of affection followed by sudden withdrawal. Recognizing this can help you see his distance for what it is, a sign of internal struggle, not rejection. 2. Overthinking his actions. As a man falls for you, he becomes hyper-aware of how his words and actions are perceived. He might start overthinking everything, wondering if he's saying the right things, making the right moves, or coming across the way he wants to. This overthinking can lead to emotional withdrawal as he steps back to avoid messing up. Ironically, this attempt to control the situation makes him seem distant. This behavior stems from a fear of rejection and a desire for perfection. By pulling away, he's giving himself space to analyze his feelings and figure out the best way to express them without overwhelming you. It's not that he doesn't care, it's that he cares so much he doesn't want to make mistakes. 3. Struggles with emotional regulation. Falling in love can feel like an emotional whirlwind, and not every man is equipped to handle it. The depth of his feelings might overwhelm him, leading to temporary withdrawal as he tries to process what's happening. Psychologists suggest that men are often less comfortable than women in openly discussing or even identifying their emotions. This discomfort can cause him to pull away as he works through his thoughts privately. During this time, he's likely trying to align his feelings with his actions. His distance isn't a sign of uncertainty about you. It's his way of recalibrating himself emotionally. Patience is key here, as it gives him the space he needs to sort through his emotions. 4. Testing the depth of the connection. Sometimes, a man might create emotional space to test the connection. This isn't a conscious manipulation, but rather a subconscious method of evaluating the relationship. He might wonder, will you miss him? Will you notice his absence? Will you reach out? This test helps him gauge your investment in the relationship. If you respond with patience and understanding, it can strengthen his confidence in your bond. However, if he perceives indifference, it might confirm his fears and push him further away. This isn't about playing games, it's about seeking reassurance in a way that feels safe to him. 5. Striving for independence. Men often value their independence deeply. Falling in love, while wonderful, can sometimes feel like a threat to that autonomy. As he becomes more emotionally attached, he might act distant to reassert his individuality. This isn't a rejection of you or the relationship, but rather a way of reminding himself that he still has control over his life. From a psychological perspective, men are often wired to prioritize freedom and autonomy as core aspects of their identity. Giving him space to balance his feelings with his independence can strengthen your relationship in the long run. 6. Fear of expectations. As feelings deepen, so do the perceived expectations. He might fear that he won't be able to meet your needs or live up to the ideal partner image he thinks you deserve. This fear can lead to withdrawal as he grapples with the pressure to be perfect. Societal conditioning often teaches men to be providers and protectors, and the fear of falling short in these roles can be overwhelming. Understanding this can help you approach his distance with compassion, reassuring him that you value him for who he is, not who he thinks he needs to be. 7. Unresolved past trauma. Past heartbreak or betrayal can leave emotional scars. If he's been hurt before, falling for you might trigger memories of that pain, causing him to retreat as a form of self-protection. This withdrawal isn't about you. It's about his need to heal and rebuild trust at his own pace. Your patience and understanding can make all the difference, helping him feel safe enough to let his guard down over time. 8. Feeling unworthy of the connection. Sometimes a man might feel unworthy of the person he's falling for. If he admires you deeply, he might believe you deserve someone better. This self-doubt can manifest as emotional distance. In his mind, he's not pulling away because he doesn't like you. He's stepping back because he's questioning his own worth. Reassuring him that you value and appreciate him for who he is can help him overcome this internal struggle. 9. Wanting to maintain mystery. Some men worry that revealing too much too soon might make them less intriguing. By creating distance, he's attempting to maintain a sense of mystery and avoid overwhelming you with his emotions. This isn't about playing games, but about pacing the relationship in a way that feels organic and exciting. His distance is his way of keeping things interesting while ensuring the relationship progresses naturally. 10. Protecting his masculinity. Falling in love challenges traditional notions of masculinity. Men are often taught to associate masculinity with emotional control and stoicism. When he starts feeling vulnerable, he might act distant to reassert his emotional composure. This behavior isn't about rejecting you, it's about navigating a complex internal struggle between his feelings and societal expectations. By recognizing this, you can approach his distance with empathy, understanding that it's part of his journey toward emotional growth. If you've made it this far, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. For more insightful topics, don't forget to check out the recommended video on your screen. Thank you for watching.